Hey there, how are you going today? Hope you're going well. Bryce here. So today I'm going to talk a wee bit about my epilepsy. Epilepsy has always been pretty frustrating. It came on pretty much puberty, which is about over 20 years ago now. And yes, it's very frustrating. I mean, I've never had a driver's license, and it's part of me. Part of the reason I've been a stay-at-home dad is, it was always much better off for my wife to be the one going to work and me being at home. She's a school teacher, and it has been pretty frustrating. I've had a lot of time by myself, not being able to, due to not being able to jump in a car, go hang out with people, and also being a man at home as well. That's a lot different to being a woman at home, I think, because most of the parents at home these days, the very few that are still at home, they are women. So do you know anybody who's got a health problem that's a bit of an issue in their lives? I could certainly put myself into that category, but I think recently, say, I don't know, the last 5 years or so, it's sort of put me on a different track with in life when you think about employment and career and success. I recently wrote a blog post about success and turning negative things into positives. And what I mean by that is, yes, epilepsy makes me angry. I do get sick of it, but it's been over 20 years now, so I'm kind of just used to that's how it is. And so if you turn the negative into a positive, yeah, it's having epilepsy is a bit of a negative. I mean, as I said, I can't drive, and it affects other things as well. But the way to turn it into a positive is make that your motivation. I feel I am a lot more motivated because of epilepsy. I mean, that's part of why I'm so determined with my online business and working from home, in my affiliate marketing and my blogging and a few other things. That's what's made me so determined, is my epilepsy's done that. So, there is a way to turn around those things that aren't those, sad or negative things that make you a bit angry in life. When I'm not completely where I want to be in terms of my businesses, but when I get there, I'm going to be able to put it back to, epilepsy. Epilepsy has always been part of my motivation. And I do sort of think, where would I be today if I had never had my epilepsy? I mean, yeah, of course I wish I'd never had it, but if I'd just been typical, I was, like everybody else, I did my tertiary education, and then I would have probably worked in that area. And the 9 to 5 job is, I mean, be very grateful if that's the way things had turned out. But because things didn't turn out like that, I've taken myself down a different track, and on a different path. And now I see where I want to be in the future, and that's very exciting. And I recently did a blog post that was called, turning a negative into a positive, and the reaction I got from that was very much positive. Most people agreed with me, and I also did a post about tertiary education. That tertiary education isn't what life's all about these days. I mean, think about the most successful people out in the world, and a lot of those people, didn't get a traditional education. They weren't the top of their class, or they didn't have a PhD. So, just to finish up, yes, there's things that get us all down. We all have our bad moments, but there is a way to turn a negative into a positive, like I have with my epilepsy. So, hope hope you understand what I've been saying here, and that's all for now. So, all the best with life in general. See you again later. Bye.